this one. Anyways, I shall first fill, because, I don't know. Anyways, what happened? Ah, right. Game over. Just game over. Anyways. Alright then. Alright. Take that! This. The problem is this key. The old apartment key used to switch out the spare key. There isn't anything wrong with this key. I'm afraid I also don't see how there could be any issues with it. We've learned everything we have about this key and how you use it to commit the crime. Your Honor, please try to remember who introduced this key during this trial. Well, it must have been introduced by the detective summed up Redner's case. Your memory must be playing tricks on it. Cicero most certainly didn't bring it up. Well, that's right. I first assumed you were talking about the key to the special exhibition room. I think there's a lot of correcting saying it was key to the apartment. You would think you would have made that mistake if the detective had already mentioned it, Your Honor. No, I'm pretty sure he only mentioned the other key, the one that went missing. Exactly, Your Honor. Therefore, this is strange, isn't it? You can look back at the detective's innocence testimony. Nowhere does he mention the apartment. This key was a very minor detail of the crime, one only very few people knew about. Where is this supposed to go? In fact, it never even made it into the newspapers. The police kept it a secret from them. Detective Innocent has been very clear to all parties involved that this is to remain confidential. In fact, I remember exactly what he said at the time. Anyways, I don't want any of you to tell anyone about the key or go into detail about the paint. If I see a single word about them in the papers, I'll come and get you myself. Moreover, nobody was ever arrested and tried for Regina's murder. Consequently, the evidence for the case was never made public. In other words, only those that were present at the investigation should have known about it. I have, in fact, collected copies of every single news article that mentions it. Not a single one of them mentions this key. This amount of very detailed in the first place. Helene was supposedly away on a trip, so it's even less likely she'd even learned about it. What are you trying to do? I have but one question left with the court. How did Helene Allard know about this key? Boom. I see. I finally see what you're trying to pull here. I'm afraid I don't understand. Mr. Gresham, what you say does indeed sound a little strange. Don't worry, Your Honor. I naturally already know the answer to my question. Let's see. In that case, please explain yourself. However, the moment I feel your artistic delaying the proceedings, the court will be adjourned immediately. Thanks, Your Honor. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. I can't allow myself any screws here. I think I've heard this before. Helene knew about the apartment key at Regina's crime scene because she put it there. She put the apartment key there herself. Wait, but the person that put the key there, Wouldn't that person be the murderer? The person that turned the key on the pulse was in fact the murderer. That was in fact the killer, actually. What? But Reginald's murder was already solved. I thought Titania ML was murdered. Your Honor, Titania ML. Of course Titania ML was the killer. That's undoubtedly can prove. But I think Helene said something like this earlier in this trial. If the evidence suggests both are true, they both must simply be true. So, what we get from combining the facts? The killer is both Titania and Helene. Or rather, the person standing across from me is both Helene and Titania. Heh. Clever, really clever, Henry. Mr. Allard, what did I call you? I am Helene Allard, Your Honor. Don't you dare call me by any other name. Okay. Well, Mr. Allard, do you have anything to say about these claims? Do I even have to comment on that? He's clearly just trying to get me arrested as revenge for me solving the case. But it's not going to happen, Henry. We can't prove any of it. Huzzah! To the rebuttal, ha 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 ha. So what if I knew about a stupid key? You can't prove I'm not Helene Allard. You can't prove I'm a Titania ML. You can't prove that the real Helene Allard is dead. You can't prove that I wasn't abroad when Regina was murdered. You can't prove anything. This is a baseless accusation. Wait. You know, I think I finally figured out why you killed Oberon. You're insane. Simple as that. The insane one here is you. I'm not the one leaving this courtroom branded a murderer. We'll see about that. This is certainly an interesting claim you've made, Mr. Griffin. Moreover, this was only supposed to be the trial to determine the killer of Oberon Verse. Your argument seems to have some merit, so I will allow it. But I will not tolerate wasting my time. Understood, Your Honor. This is the moment I've been waiting for. It's time to make this monster pay for our sins. To this music, and when it ends I shall present. Anyways, I shall press the ends. Until then. I need to precisely connect one of the actions, or traces. In other words, I either have to show that something Titania did was actually you, or that you have to be Titania based because of a more direct scientific reason like you may offer. Well, good luck with you. This Titania person vanished years ago, so you couldn't ask for being. Likewise, we've gone over what we know about her actions in regard to Reginald's murder. But too bad, nothing of that even remotely suggests that it was actually me. It's only been too long to look for any DNA that would confirm to definitely do that. And she obviously didn't leave any traces of fire to make the past crime. After all, the lack of any traces as well as the fire made the crime so hard to solve in the first place. This is certainly becoming a more difficult matter than I expected. Just finding any single trace of this Titania now seems to be an impossible task. Even if she did leave any traces, it seems unlikely It naturally follows that that's what they think. I mean, if she wasn't, then why the heck would she be? You really shouldn't be married with someone else who is still alive for so long. True enough, I doubt I'd be able to contact any other Helene. Say it wasn't Titania who was the fake identity. Come on, you'd have found out this in the first place. Why would anybody want to pose as me? That's nonsense. What a thing to say about one's true identity. Well, it's true that the one who is dead has to be the real one. After all, the motive wouldn't make sense otherwise. I can see that proving the real Helene exists and is dead would prove my point perfectly. Rosen, go ahead. Can you present Helene's corpse? Wouldn't it be funny if I could do that? Still, how could it be possible? As far as the word was concerned, Helene Lara never was murdered. The corpse that seemed utterly Helene Lara never had ever been found would have already been up there on. The corpse was probably identified. Without a corpse, you don't have a case. I guess I don't see how you could possibly prove death without having the corpse. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to go back. Boom. Objection! Hey. Do you really think I would go through all this if I couldn't follow through? I know you don't have any proof, so that's the only possibility I can think of, yes. Wrong. I do, in fact, have proof that you are Titania Emel. Specifically, fingerprints.
Objection!
Ridiculous. Titania hasn't been seen for 6 years. Can't guarantee you actually have her fingerprints. Of course I can. My proof is right here. A lighter? I've never seen one before this trial. Helene Lara may not have, but Titania Emel certainly has. But hold on, Mr. Griff. I thought that lighter didn't have anything on it. It didn't, when it was first found. However, after this investigation began, are you sure you don't remember what was December yet? Oh, wait. Anyway, I have one more piece of evidence. This lighter, it seems to have been the cause of the fire. You don't need to worry about it anymore, though. It's nearly out of fuel. Titania, does this lighter look familiar to you at all? Yeah, let's take a good look at it. No need to worry about it getting your fingerprints on it. I've already checked. If there were any on it, it seems the fire burned them all away. Oh, let's see. I think this lighter belonged to retina. I'm not positive, though. I see. You're looking. Thank you. During the initial investigation of Regina's murder, Titania Emel touched this slip. Detective Vincent can confirm this as well. The only other person who handled the lighter was Detective Vincent himself, who was wearing gloves. In other words, only one set of fingerprints got on that lighter. Titania Emel's. This letter has been kept in police custody since Reginald's murder conceived. So there's no way the fingerprints could have been erased or altered instead. It's really clever. Too bad it's meaningless. One set of fingerprints isn't enough. You also need a set of fingerprints from me to compare with. Which, I might add, you're never going to get. I always wear gloves, so my fingerprints won't be just randomly lying around. My fingerprints are probably around my house. It's not like I'm ever going to let you in there again. There's no way for you to get a set of my fingerprints through legal means. There's no way for you to prove this in a way that will be acceptable in court. No need, I've already got your fingerprints. What? I had one more reason for committing my crime. Think carefully about what happened yesterday. Specifically, after you were arrested. No. Yes. They took your mugshot and fingerprints. Having been arrested, your fingerprints are now on police file. We will compare the fingerprints on the letter with the fingerprints taken from you yesterday. I guarantee they'll match. That's checkmate, Titania. No. I am not Titania. Nerp. I'm Helene. I am Helene. Look at my mother. Monotonous freaking thing. Monotonous talking. Blood. Bloody hand. Haha. I hope you're happy. I really do, Henry. Was it worth it? You hate me that much? I dang well hope it was worth it. Because you're going down to heck together with me. You freaking pulled off Oberon just to get me? I can't believe it. Well, this was certainly a strange case. I would have never guessed both the defense and prosecution would end up being guilty of murder. Now then, it does seem like it's finally time to adjourn this trial. Oh, Miss Miller is most certainly not guilty of Mr. versus murder. She'll have to face another trial. Likewise, Mr. Gresham is to be arrested for Mr. versus murder. That is all. Court is adjourned. You see this thing right here that's been sitting here for a little while? Before we leave, there's one last thing I'd like to present. Nip, 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 nip. Don't know why I'm saying that, but oh well. But still, right here. One final piece of evidence the court should take a look at. I honestly don't see what could possibly change anything at this point, but go ahead. This is my final piece of evidence. The one piece that the court has not seen yet. Now then. Yep. Because why not? Mr. Gresham, what is it you've wanted to show us? Hey, why did I hesitate at the final moment? Is that my conscience? That's right. In the end, I still couldn't prevent it. In a way, I'm still responsible for Oberon's death. Maybe I deserve it after all. Going to act together with Titania doesn't sound too bad. Do you want to present something or not, Mr. Gresham? Never mind, Your Honor. Please go ahead and end the trial. I think I'm satisfied, after all. Well, very well then. Court is hereby adjourned. And of course, bang! Please take a look at this. A videotape? What does it show? Well, I think it's better if we just watch it. You won't believe me otherwise. And because I'm sure that this microphone won't blow out, because, of course, not freaking talking right into it. Well, alright then. Please start the tape. To the reverse! Haha! Set to the reverse! Ah. Okay then. Bah, whatever. Well, anyways. Da 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 da. Hey there, miss. What should I call you? Titania. In that case, hey there, Titania. I wasn't sure whether it would still be appropriate to call you that. After all, it could be argued that you killed off your real identity back then as well. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Out. I was just released from prison today. I thought I would come and give you the chance to congratulate you. But I did have to serve some time for tampering with the crime scene and crimming you. It's not like you really get punished for justified self-defense. It's a lot better than a lifetime sentence, I can tell you that. How does that tape exist? How did you even know it existed? You're making the same faces when I first showed the tape in court. Justified self-defense. It's my butt. You murdered Oberon. Come on now. That tape was clear. It was recorded by the camera hidden in a vent in Oberon's apartment. You can clearly see it in the footage. Oberon entered his apartment door, knife in hand. He let me into the apartment and immediately attacked me. I fought back and managed to wrestle the knife from him and stab him. That's obviously self-defense, isn't it? Oh, and that tape was genuine and not hampered with in any way. Although I'm sure you've already heard that I thoroughly proved that at my trial. You're right, though. It wasn't self-defense. But the question is, can you prove it? Yes. This proves that you did, in fact, murder Oberon. Take that! You said you framed me to save yourself, but that locked room trick required preparation. Switched Oberon's spare key the day before. But there's no reason to do that unless you're planning on using it to create locked room murder. It was premeditated murder. Yeah, I figured you'd catch on to that. And that's exactly why it's been nagging at you so much, right? Well, you're both right and wrong. This is the true end, by the way. As I already said, it wasn't self-defense. But it wasn't murder either. Huh? If it wasn't self-defense or murder, then what was it? Assisted suicide. Oh, Oberon, I didn't hear you come in. Henry, we need to talk. It's about Mother's murder. Oberon. I'm sorry, I still haven't been able to come up with anything. There's no need for anything like that. Not anymore. What? Has he finally moved on? Well, she does look a bit better, I guess. Henry, I want you to listen to me carefully, okay? Of course. I mean it. I've known a bit about this for a while. I didn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it at first. But after all the investigating I've done, it's the only conclusion I've been able to come to. What are you talking about? This isn't some wild delusion of mine or something I've come up with on the spur of the moment. Okay? Okay. Alright, just listen. Blah 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 blah. What? It sounds insane, I know it does. But it's the truth, I know it is. That woman murdered Mother. No, but has she just been tricking us this entire time? Yes. But if what you're saying is true, shouldn't she have an alibi? She did. I don't know how, but she did. Don't believe me. It's not that. It's just difficult to... I know what I heard, Henry. I won't tell you how many articles I read or how many journal sightings where portraits didn't come up a single time. Yep. Portrait. They mentioned portrait to Oberon. But Helene shouldn't know. Shouldn't have known. But Titania did. So, I believe you all. I can't deny that there might be a hole in your logic, or maybe something you're missing. But I admit that from what you've told me. Good. And arrest her. No. What? Why not? Because I want the person who killed the Regina to pay for what they did. Fake or not, I've seen her in court, and she's a genius. I believe you heard what you did, Oberon. But that's the crux of your argument. She just denied having said that in court. Everything else you have is just circumstantial evidence. If I arrested her now, there's no doubt in my mind that she would have herself freed by the next day. If that happened, Double Deputy would ensure she can never be accused of the murder again. I can't arrest her unless I know if she'll actually get convicted. Then, now what? You need to find decisive evidence. If you do that, I'll be able to put her away. Understood. If you ever need any help in your investigation, feel free to ask. Thanks, Henry. This should be it, right? And the actual thing. Yo, thanks for coming over, Henry. You know I wouldn't refuse. So, your place still looks like this. Well, it's not like I have the funds to redecorate it. Heh, I guess not. You, though. I can't decide if you look better or worse. Haha. Things got a lot easier for me once I realized my place in life wasn't what I had at first expected. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. As much as I love to catch up with you, there's a reason I call you over. I figured as much. It's about her. You haven't forgotten, have you? Not for a second. So what have you found? Nothing. Huh? Keep in my heart, I've known it for a while already. The decisive evidence I've been looking for, it doesn't exist. I've given up on looking for it. Continuing to look for something that doesn't exist is just wasted effort. There. Is that it? After years of heck, having to pretend to be friends with her like nothing was wrong, she's just going to get away? You're just going to give up? Oh. When did I ever say we were going to give up? Just right now. I said I was giving up on my search for decisive evidence. It's true, I realized the truth too late. I gave her too much time to dispose of the evidence and clean up her act. But I never said I had given up on catching her. What are you talking about? It's simple, really. The decisive evidence against her, it doesn't exist. I just bring that evidence into existence myself. You still don't understand. Are you talking about forgery? Nothing like that. What I've been doing lately isn't searching for evidence, but rather seeing. And that's why I call you over, because I finally finished creating my plan. Exactly what plan this is. A plan that guarantees that this woman is sent to jail for murder. This is intriguing and behaving, but would you mind just giving me the details already? Okay, but I can tell you now that you won't like this plan. Ha 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 ha. Yay! And back to the office. It really never occurred to you that things worked out a bit too well for me that day. O'Brien and I were acting in tandem the entire time. His plan was crazy, but he convinced me it was the only way to get you. He gave up his life just to get back at me? You two were really willing to do that? Have you ever read Don McQueen? Huh? I guess not. She probably did, but there's no reason to expect that you would have. The point is, Oberon didn't even have a life anyway. He had already lost everything. His family, his money, his future. The one he loved. He may have died, but he didn't actually lose anything. Make no mistake. I may have stuck the knife in Oberon's chest, but the one who killed him was none other than you. That's why you're the one behind the bars now, and not me. It was supposed to be my happy ending. So why? Why did it turn out like this? To reverse it. And I think this is the one thing that... Yep, here it is! The thing that... It's, yeah. So anyways, the force end isn't really long. So, yeah. I don't believe it. The proof is right there, isn't it? Yes. These two halves, they fit together perfectly to form a complete coin. Creating a fake that complements my half is perfectly would be. In other words, my half is genuine, unlike the man I got it from. Yes, but even so, stranger coincidences have happened in this world? Yes, I suppose so. So then, it's true. When I left for my trip, I never once imagined I would make a discovery like this. Yeah, a few hours ago, I never imagined I'd hit the jackpot either. To think, I have a half-sister. In my life, I've never even considered the possibility of something like this. Yeah, well, you don't usually go around telling people you cheated on your fiancé, and left your mistress as soon as you found out she was pregnant. I never imagined I'd find the other half of my coin like this either. A life-changing discovery made in a single instant. As much as I would love to spend time with you, it's getting quite late. Of course. Ah, jeez. Unfortunately, my flight home is already locked in for tomorrow. However, I don't want this to be the end. You are my sister, after all. If you are ever in New York, please contact me. In fact, you can even lodge with me. Yeah, will do. I wasn't really planning to come back, since I hate plane rides. But I suppose I will have to schedule another trip to Los Angeles soon. Anyway, I must be going if I am to catch my flight tomorrow morning. Well then, I guess this is goodbye. Dead. She died. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyways. To the abyss. Well then, I guess this is goodbye. And that was basically all that is basically all he's gonna say. Anyways, I think I'll stick the false ending at the end of after this because yeah. Why should I make a separate video for something that will take just like what 5 minutes? Like 5 minutes? Anyways, I'll leave you with the music and stuff until the credits end. Ah, good. 3 less videos I have to upload to YouTube. Tis great. Second time around, the list of videos that I made. He's waiting for this to pop up. Pop up. Please. 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 There we go. Should work. Anyways, let's go. Actually, I was carrying that suit because I had intended to go to the dry cleaners after my visit to Oberon. I'll admit it came in handy then. What sort of convenient lie is that? The kind that you can't disprove. I really did come here to tell you the solution. But there isn't any point if you haven't even properly grasped the problem. What? Goodbye, Titania. Don't expect any more visits from me. Ta-da! Game over. 'Cause, like I said, not very long. Anyways, I shall see you in the next video, YouTube. Goodbye.